Good morning, everybody. This is Jubel and the band, Jameson, Max, and Alan. Let's go. Take it away, Jameson.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Sing with us
A
now.
lovely day.
Let's play, man.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, it's something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day.
Yeah, good morning. All right, let's take a little walk on sunshine. Y'all know this song, I hope. We want to say we miss you, Mr. Jeff. We're so glad you have Jameson here singing with us this morning. I used to think maybe you love me, and baby, I'm sure. And I just can't wait for the day when you knock on my door. Now every time I go to the mailbox and hold myself down, and I just can't wait till you write when you're coming around. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa. And don't it feel good? Oh yeah, don't it feel good? I used to think maybe for singing with us. We're doing another one. Let's go. Myself yet? The Gabrielina Tongva, the Keech, and the Pachanga peoples. We commit to live in right relations, to love our neighbors, to seek justice and loving kindness, and to walk humbly on this land. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, to live better as great its spirit intended, in harmony with nature and with one another. So good morning and welcome to the morning table. I'm Reverend Sonja Prince. Love lives here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, where we belong. So I'd like to say hello to everyone that will be joining us on our Zoom room today and everybody who's joining us on live stream. I want to remind everyone here in this beautiful sanctuary to please put your phone on silent so that our time together can be spent uninterrupted. So now let's ground ourselves in unity as we say our focus statement together. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. Let's say that again, because you know what? I couldn't hear you. All right, let's say it together. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. Okay, now please stand up, shake a hand, share a hug, and listen to our beautiful music from our band.
Good morning. I am Marty Ross, and I am a practitioner intern here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. It is going to be my pleasure to give you the invocation today, but I did want to say that I'll be available after the morning table for a brief moment of prayer along with supervision in the prayer room located in the lobby. It's right down here. Please don't leave here this morning with anything on your heart. I would love to pray with you, and I absolutely know that prayer works. There's a candle in the center of your table. I invite you to light it together with me now. As we come together in conversation this morning, this candle is a reminder that when two or more are gathered, a greater wisdom is available to us. We experience a deeper love, and our own light shines brighter. Now, please allow this music to take you into the silence, followed by this morning's invocation.
My heart, wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit. Pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit.
Taking a deep breath and centering ourselves in this moment, the only time, the only place that matters is here and now. I recognize one power, one presence, one source of unconditional, infinite love, one incredible presence of peace, a peace that pervades everything and everyone. I call this one God. This is the first and only cause. God is infinite and timeless. God is everywhere, everyone, everything, all at once. We are all one with God. Nothing is separate or apart from God. I am not separate or apart from God. We are all channels of the divine. we express, we embody, and then we embrace all the qualities and characteristics of God, including but not limited to unconditional love and perfect peace. This morning we are blessed. We are so blessed, so grateful, so thankful to be here. This morning we listened to Reverend Sonja as she delivers a message to us that is divinely guided, and we gain the perfect insights, the perfect knowledge. We hear exactly what we're supposed to hear. Reverend Sonja says exactly what she's supposed to say. I bless all of us, blessing Rev Sonja, blessing our band, blessing all the congregants within the sound of my voice and beyond. Blessings to everyone, everywhere. And so it is.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase to a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash, somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle beneath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave.
Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy. Falling for the fear and done some disappearing. Bow down to the mighty. Don't run. Stop holding your tongue.
Maybe there's a way out of the cage within. Maybe none of these
days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. And in your history of silence won't do you any good. Did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. I wanna tell you the truth. Say it with us now. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out.
Hello. Good morning. The light is what? The light is blue. Are you sure the light isn't green? Good morning, everyone. How'd you like that song? It's a call, isn't it? So we're going to talk about that today. Okay, so Cindy, can you hear me? Can you understand? Because you know you always say you can't understand when I'm using this, what I'm saying. You can? You can't? On and off? Well, I want you to hear what I got to say this morning. I've been thinking about it all week. Thank you, band. Let's give the band a hand. So this month, we've been talking about expansion, and Rev Jeff talked to you last week about being stagnant and, turning into pond scum that nobody wants to do. So this week, I'm going to talk about being brave enough to expand. So we're going to invite you to open up your hearts and your mind to this unfoldment and this idea of how to be brave. Oh. Can we close that door in the back, please? Thank you. So let's talk about being brave and being brave enough to expand. Because the truth is, life is always expanding. I put in my little, my connect this week about, when I watch my grandkids and they go from one stage to the next stage. So if you can imagine with me a baby, and the baby's just lying on his back. And then all of a sudden it flips over, doesn't it? And you didn't have to say, come on, baby, flip over, flip over. It just does it. And then next thing you know, it's up on all fours, and the baby's crawling. And then one day, the baby stands up. And then the baby starts to walk. And then after that, all bets are off. You got to put some jingles on their ankles to keep up with them in the house. But life is always compelling us to expand. I got a little thing in my throat this morning, but we're going to work it out. So the truth is that we're always expanding. And the universe itself is always expanding. Guess what else is always expanding? Are we doing the same things that they did in the 1920s? So consciousness is always expanding. So our lives are meant to expand as well. But expansion requires us to have courage. So let's start with the honest truth. Growth is uncomfortable. I tell you, I have something on my elbow, and it feels like a growth, and it's really uncomfortable. So that's why I have this little accessory on today. So I'm gonna go check it out, though, and make sure it's nothing. It's probably some inflammation or something like that. But growth is uncomfortable. And so growth asks us to step into territories where we don't yet know who we are in those things. And it can feel pretty risky. But some things that we do as human beings that we need to move away from, when we recognize it, they say when you know better, you do better. So when we recognize it, let's do something about it. One of the things that we tend to stay in, and by a show of hands, how many of you've done this? I know I have, so I'm going to raise my hand. Stay in a job that no longer fits us. Stay in a story that no longer serves us. Stay in an identity that's become too small. All right. you know? And you know why we do it? We do it because it's familiar. We do it because it's safe. But the spiritual truth is the cost of stagnation is greater than the risk of growth. The cost of stagnation is greater than the risk of growth. When we refuse growth, something inside us does what? It shrinks. And along with that, our creativity shrinks. Our curiosity shrinks. And the joy that we once had, it shrinks up as well. Because this life is always, again, inviting us to move forward. And that invitation may feel uncomfortable, but it is always an invitation into more life. But something in us, that invitation is also stretching us. And sometimes when we stretch, we can feel like things are falling apart. So I'm going to talk about COVID a little bit, just a little bit, because it's way overdone. Well, I was working a big, high, mucky-muck job, and then COVID came, and one day my boss called me and said, we're going to downsize you. And I thought, good, I need to lose a few pounds. But that's not what he meant. Downsizing. So I'm going to need you to get your stuff and, just go ahead and, stack stuff on your desk and stuff that you hadn't got to, whatever the case may be, and I'm going to need you to leave. And I was shocked. And my mind went to fear. What am I going to do now? How are my bills going to get paid? I was in such fear. But in all of that fear, something was wanting to be birthed in me that was bigger than where I have found myself. And in that, I took that opportunity to first go and do some healing. And I went on a 7-day wellness retreat. Because I had to get this right, because I was angry. I felt like I was blindsided. So I was really angry, so I had to take some time out to myself. And I went on a 7-day retreat up in San Diego. And in that time, I had a lot of downtime, a lot of time to reflect. And in that time, there were caterpillars all over the place. And I may have told this story before, but you're going to hear it again today. There was caterpillars all over and they were just crawling all over. And my door was door number 3. And so the caterpillar was crawling up the wall, and it was coming like in the archway. And it landed right over where I would go into the room. And I was saying, please don't fall on my head. But what I observed was the most amazing, the most miraculous thing that I had ever seen. As I stood there watching that caterpillar, it started to move. It started to move like this, and it was shaking back and forth. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And I watched it create the cocoon that it would be in, so transformation could happen. What I also witnessed it do was, as the caterpillar began to weave itself into the cocoon, the head came off. I was like, oh my God, look at that, the head came off. Why? Because it's transforming into something greater than it has been before, and you don't need this consciousness. So the caterpillar consciousness needed to be stripped away in order for what is being formed and transformed inside that cocoon to come out and be everything that it is supposed to be, everything that Spirit has designed it to be. But the consciousness that we currently have of lack and fear and limitation has to be stripped away from us. And in the stripping away, something beautiful can be born from that. So we have to be, Spirit is asking us not to be broken, but to be broken open for new possibilities to come through. Because Spirit does not work against us. It works through our becoming. And every challenge that we face expands our capacity for more love, to forgive more, and to understand life more deeply. So think about the moments that shaped you the most in your life. They probably were very painful. But we need that. We need that to stretch. Because we need to stretch in preparation for expansion. You know, it's just like a woman in childbirth. It has to stretch to allow for growth and then allow for the beautiful birth that happens afterward. But courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward with love even when fear persists. Because fear is simply the mind encountering something new that it's not used to. It's the mind saying, I don't know this yet. But love says, step forward anyway. Ernest Holmes tells us in his wisdom, to learn how to think is to learn how to live. So when we change our thinking, we stop seeing fear as a stop sign, but we begin to see it as a doorway. And we don't stand in doorways, do we? No, we walk through them. So it's asking us to walk through the fear so we can get to the other side where the beauty is. Strip away the old container. You can't put new wine in old containers. You know, that little thing they used to have way back in the day that they would put wine in. It's a metaphor. When we expand, something else must happen. We must outgrow the container that once held us. Nature shows us in that everywhere. I just talked about the caterpillar and the butterfly. Nature shows us everywhere that this is what happens. Snakes shed their skins. Those little things on the beach, crabs look for bigger shells. Trees expand and grow. So growth means something old cannot contain the new life that's emerging. And sometimes the container we must release is not out here. It's in here. Sometimes it's an identity that says, hey, you're the responsible one. Hey, you're the quiet one. You're the one that never makes mistakes. And you're the one that always plays it safe. But as consciousness expands, those old roles begin to feel like a tight coat that we must slough off. But the tightness is not a failure. It's just evolution happening. So growth changes our identity. And sometimes in that changing of the identities, it changes our relationships. It changes who we become. And as we evolve, sometimes our relationships begin to shift. And not because it's wrong. It's because growth recognizes our lives. New interests begin to emerge. New callings begin to arise. And when that happens, new communities begin to appear to support it, to support us in that new becoming. And when we allow ourselves to grow, we begin to live from a deeper truth of who we are. A deeper truth. So I have a story for you that will illustrate this. And the story was written by Doris Stickney. And it's the story of the water bug and the dragonfly. Have you heard it before? Good. So down at the bottom of a quiet pond lived a colony of little water bugs. They were busy and content. They were scurrying across the soft mud and the plants underneath the water. Life there was familiar and it was comfortable for the water bugs. But every once in a while, something strange would happen. One of the water bugs would stop what it was doing, crawl slowly up a large stem of a lily plant and disappear above the surface of the water, never to return. So the other ones would gather and they would wonder, where do you suppose they went? Were they unhappy here? But no one knew the answer. Finally, one day, a wise water bug called an assembly. Come on, let's get together. Let's talk about this thing. We must solve the mystery, he said. The next one of us who climbs the lily stalk must promise to come back and tell us what's up there. So everybody agreed. They had a quorum. They all made the promise that they would do this. But not long after that, something curious happened. The very wise water bug that suggested the plan suddenly felt a strange urge to climb the lily stalk himself. So up, up, up he went, higher than he had ever gone before, until suddenly he broke through the surface of the water and landed on the top of a broad green lily pad in the warm sunlight. So at first, there was something new, so he was stunned. The air felt different. The light felt different. And then he noticed something even more amazing. His body began to change. Where once there had been small crawling water bug in himself, now he had delicate wings, and they were shimmering in the sun. So he moved them slowly, and suddenly he lifted into the air, and he had become a dragonfly. He soared and dipped through the sky, feeling a freedom he had never known before. The world above the water was vast, it was bright, and it was beautiful. Then he looked down into the pond, and there below, he saw his old friends, the water bugs. They were still scurrying around in the mud, just like he used to do. Suddenly, he remembered the promise. Oh my gosh, I got to get back down there. He suddenly remembered the promise. So he went to scoop down, and he just bounced off the water. And he realized that he couldn't get down there anymore. He could not get through the water. And he said, you know what? I guess that's okay, because guess what? They probably wouldn't recognize me anyway. So he realized that something wonderful had happened to him. So one thought he thought is even that each of them, as he was contemplating, he can't get back down there. They probably wouldn't recognize it anyway. And he said, you know what? they'll probably climb up the lily stalk as well. Each will discover the sky. And when they do, they'll understand. And with that, the dragonfly spread its wings and flew joyfully into the bright new world above the pond. So, what am I saying? Sometimes we're like those water bugs. We live in the familiar waters of our habits, of our fears, and of our old identities, something someone told you you should be. And everything feels predictable there. It's comfortable and it's safe. But then sometimes something begins to stir within us. Sometimes it's just as simple as a quiet whisper, an inner knowing that's inviting us upward toward new awareness, new courage, and new life. So in the story, the water bug climbed the lily stalk and is transformed into the dragonfly with wings and a whole new world to explore. So the lily stalk becomes a beautiful metaphor for what? Our consciousness. A metaphor for our consciousness. And when we begin to climb on the path, something extraordinary will happen. We will discover that we were never meant to be at the bottom of a pond. We were meant to grow wings. You, me, we were never meant to stay small. We have wings. We were meant to use them. So I'm just going to invite you to go to your tables, and there's some questions there. And the questions are on the screen. Thank you. Okay, take 2 more minutes, please. And then get the prayer requests from the people at your table, please, for the week, because we support each other in prayer. Okay. Continue to get those prayer requests. I'm going to come around and talk to a few tables and talk to the people on Zoom. 1, 2. Oh, I got 3 tables. All right, who's the representative?
Okay, all right. So, where is life asking us to expand? So, we talked about just like being brave, not being afraid of what comes next, having more hope, and realizing that, you know, having less control over things that we really can't control, faith as well, and then things such as, you know, if we're working on particular projects and things like that, you know, we want to continue on with those efforts, expanding our outlook on it, even though we don't know what the outcome might be, but to keep moving forward and not letting fear and things like that deter us from expanding and breaking through challenges and fears that we might have.
Thank you. Okay. Scratchy. All right, who wants to be the speaker for this table? Who's the speaker? All right.
So for the first question, we talked about how it's the biggest thing is having confidence as you move forward into new territory, and that knowing that when your confidence is shaken, that's okay, you know, keep going, you know. And for the second one, the theme is fear of judgment. You have to let go any fear of judgment. And that's self-judgment and judgment you fear is coming from others. And for the third one, what helps us stay brave, we talked about going to nature, meditation, prayer, being with our pets, you know, things like that.
All right, I'm going to Alan.
We spent a lot of time on the second question, where it says, what fear are you willing to walk with as you grow? And it was shared at the table that one of us has lost a family member who was in their 90s. It kind of brought to the fact that, my mother-in-law is 85, and we have, her brother is, I think, 83. It's one of the fears that we walk with, and that we work with day to day, is that you've got people in your life who are getting older and who may not be with us much longer, which then parlays into the last question about the what helps you stay brave, and it's this idea that we have our responsibilities, we have our jobs, we have our responsibilities and the things that we do, and what keeps us brave is that the people that we love that are perhaps not going to be with us much longer kind of rely on us to keep moving forward, close ranks and keep moving forward. And I think we'll probably feel the same way when we get old.
Thank you. You guys did really good today. Give yourself a hand. Okay, let me just check and see what came from the Zoom room today. All right. So in the Zoom room was Karen, Earl, Stewart, and Dinah. So the first question, they said relationships, awareness of true self, allowing what is calling self-awareness is what they got for the first question. And then the second question they have, failure, rejection, learning to walk through preconceptions, and letting go of control. And so that's what they've had for question number 1 and question number 2. Now, so the last thing I want to say about this is that we live within the limits of what we have always believed about ourselves, our fears, our past, our habits, our habits of thinking, how we think. But when our thinking expands, our life expands. And every time we choose a higher thought, a greater love, a wider possibility, then we step beyond the boundaries of who we thought we were. So this week, I invite you to trust the stretch, trust the invitation, trust the unfolding of your life, because Spirit is not trying to break you. Spirit is awakening you. It is strengthening you and teaching you how to fly. And so it is. All right, we'll hear from our band.
Back down. Thank you. Stand won't take the easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
All right, thank you, band. All right, give them a hand. So we won't back down. All right. Okay, so you know what? I forgot to give you your homework. So I'm going to give you your homework right now. So the homework is, I talked about stretching. Spirit is stretching us. So this week, you need to take one, or not one, two, maybe take a step every day, the brave step. So choose one stretch this week. Take it before talking yourself out of it. You know how we can talk ourselves out of stuff. So take that brave step this week. Take it before you talk yourself out of it. So that's your stretch for the week. Okay. So now it's time for this is our sacred time of giving and receiving. All of your contributions to this center helps to allow us to continue our wonderful work. So you'll notice envelopes on the table for the contributions to the center and a silver vessel where to place the contributions. Another way is to text to give, 951-419-5858, with the amount that you wish to contribute. You can also go to our website, riversidecsl.org, and click on the link in the upper right-hand corner under the tab Contribute. We are so grateful for your ongoing generosity. For the people in the hall, place your giving in the silver vessel, but first let's extend your hands out towards the silver vessel as we say our abundance affirmation together, and I'm going to put it on the screen. All right, so let's say it together. I give and receive freely and generously with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is. Now, while the ushers are coming around, I'm going to do some announcements. So the first announcement is you still have time. You still have time to jump into self-mastery, emergence of the true self. And that's with me, and it meets on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m., and we have a nice group together. If you jump in now, you've only missed one week of class, so you have plenty of time to catch up. Our next announcement is today after service. If you stay and you go in that corner over there, Daryl have some drums, and they have a nice little drum circle today. So it starts right after service over in the corner in the back. Drumming with Daryl Prince. Okay, our next announcement, please, is Jeannie. She has her quarterly animal memorial service, and that takes place Saturday, March the 14th at 2 p.m., and it's via Zoom. Okay. Our next is our vision board workshop, and that's going to be with Roxanne, and she's going to do that on the next Sunday. Actually, next Sunday. So come out and participate in that. You know, if you can't vision it, if you can't see it, then how can you ever receive it? So we have lots of magazines, and we go through the magazines, and we just kind of allow Spirit to lead us to what we want to cut out. We put it on our vision board, and we have it to look at. And then we can visualize on those things. Okay. That's it for our announcements. So I just invite the practitioners and practitioner interns to stand and flank the area. We're going to do the closing prayer. So just take a deep breath, and oh, how wonderful it is. How wonderful it is to know that there's only one life, and that is God, the infinite presence expressing everywhere, through everywhere, every blade of grass, every person. That expression of God is there. And what I want you to know about that, and it's everywhere, and it's powerful, and it allows us to grow. It gives us the impulse to expand and to develop new ideas for ourselves and for our lives. So I know that Spirit is calling each and every one of you forward, me too, for more life to be expressed. Right now, let's release all belief of limitation. What has been holding you back, let's release that right here and right now so we can step into a new tomorrow. One full of love, vision, creativity, and joy. Great, great joy. So I just bless this time that we spent together here in this beautiful space. I thank each and every one of you who has shown up in your beautiful hearts and your consciousness. And I just know that everything that needed to be imparted today was imparted. And we take these lessons today and we just allow them to permeate in our minds and our hearts and our body and help us to expand in our consciousness. And as we expand, we discover that we're not losing ourselves. We are discovering those wings that I talked about. For we are expressions of the infinite, designed to grow, to awaken, and to soar. And I know that to be true for myself and everyone under the sound of my voice and those who are not here, but it ripples out into the world. And with deep gratitude for this life unfolding just the way it is and just the way it is not, I release my word into the law that already says that it's done, because Spirit always says yes. And so it is. All right, now we'll say our affirmation together and then on the screen. So I'll say it once and then we'll say it together. I am brave enough for my own becoming. Now let's say it together. I am brave enough for my own becoming. Okay, something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love.
It's this thing called love.
Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it. I share it. I receive it. I relieve and receive. I receive it. And I move love forward because love lives here. Happy Sunday, everyone. Let's listen to the music from our beautiful band. So please stand up.
Your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire. I'll be at your side forevermore.
You know your love
Keeps lifting me,
keeps on lifting me
Lifting me
higher, higher and higher. I said your love
keeps
keeps on lifting me higher and higher.
Now once I was downhearted, disappointment was my closest friend. But then you came and he soon departed, and you know he never showed his face again.
That's why your love
keeps lifting
keeps on lifting me
lifting me
higher, higher and higher. I said your love keeps lifting me. Keeps on lifting me. Lifting me higher and higher, higher.
I can see you moving out there. I'm so glad I finally found you. Yes, that one in a million girl. And now with my loving arms around you, honey, I can stand and face the world.
Let me tell you, love
keeps lifting
keeps on lifting me.
lifting me.
Higher, higher and higher. I said your love
keeps lifting
keeps
on lifting me.
lifting me higher and higher, higher. Let me tell you, love
keeps lifting
keeps on lifting me.
lifting me.
Higher, higher and higher. I said your love
keeps lifting
keeps on
lifting me.
lifting me higher and higher.
Have a great Sunday. Thanks, Jameson.